All right, Leo, welcome to your February 2017 Tarotscope. I've introduced a new deck of cards to the readings. This deck is Ralph Bloom's Rune Cards deck, and I've pulled that along with Jamie Sam's Sacred Path card, which is the same as the last reading. And jumping right in, your rune card is number 16, Growth. I'm sorry, that's super washed out. Exposure's all wonky. But this is Berkana, or Beork. This rune is associated with the feminine principle, with fertility. And really what I'm getting with this, especially in regards to the rest of your reading, is maybe a fixed nature on your part with regards to your ideas and with regards to how you conduct yourself, with regards to what you're doing and how you're doing it. You seem to have a very fixed approach right now, and you're not really being open to the input or the ideas or the assistance of other people. And bringing it back to the feminine principle, you can have as much fire and willpower to accomplish something as you want, but without acknowledging the foundation, the framework, the feminine principle, the raw material, the ideas, the advice, the guidance, all that willpower and that drive isn't going to go anywhere because there's no framework within which for it to operate, if that makes sense. And especially with your Sacred Path deck, your Sacred Path card, excuse me, which is number 11, the North Shield, Wisdom and Gratitude. No, this is not the card that you guys got last time, but with this is going back to honoring the wisdom, not just of yourself, which you seem to be doing a pretty good job of, but honoring the wisdom and the input of the people around you, honoring their viewpoints, and being grateful for them, not just listening for sake of being able to explain to them how and why your viewpoint is superior to theirs, but honoring the fact that you don't know everything. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for the excitement and the refreshing opportunity that simple fact brings. The fact that you don't know everything. And, other people are pieces of the puzzle, and you need to acknowledge that they have something to offer you. Okay? It seems like there is, if not one person, there are some folks around you who feel that they have been or are being taken advantage of by you, not being appreciated by you. Maybe you're being too critical of them and stifling their optimism and their passion and their input, their wisdom, for sake of being able to embody that fact that you have the best viewpoints, the best ideas, the best plan, the best integrity and whatever. But humble yourself, okay? Let this, if you get nothing else out of this reading, let this reading be a call out to you to learn to practice some humility and some open-mindedness towards the ideas of other people. Even if their ideas and their plans kind of conflict with yours and they don't seem like they're going to be fruitful in any way, even if that is the truth, at least be open to hearing them out, because that'll resolve any sort of conflict that has been brewing because of you doing the opposite of that, you being closed-minded, closed off to their input, and not listening to them, not hearing them out. This can play out in a a work environment or in a relationship environment, in terms of like romantic relationships. I'm getting the sense that it's a little bit more platonic than that, but if it is with regards to a romantic relationship, then this could be that your partner is has kind of just come out of this really dark place, or is currently in this dark place, starting to move out of it, and maybe they feel that you haven't been acknowledging them and their struggles. You haven't been offering the assistance that they need, and all of that energy can be summed up with this card. I am so sorry, the exposure is so terrible. There we go. Okay, the Five of Swords. Do you see how this guy is smirking? He's carrying his swords and he's proud of himself, but somebody back here is off in the distance crying. They dropped their sword and went over there and they're crying because this person has hurt them in some way. And maybe this person is like a mediator, somebody who sees this dynamic between these two people and is going off to go offer some emotional support to this person because this person isn't. Okay? Don't be this guy. Maybe you have been as of late. Don't even be this guy. This shouldn't have even happened, but what's done is done. Honor the opportunity for growth and for change that whatever this conflict brings into your life. I feel that again, holding on to your own ideas and perspectives on things is not what you need to be doing. You need to practice an openness, being open to those other people, humbling yourself, and again, acknowledging the fact that you don't have all the answers, you don't know everything, you're not perfect, you're not going to do everything right on your own. Let people help you. Be open to their opinions and ideas again. Even if they're not necessarily on your level with regards to expertise, they can have, even the most inexperienced person can pick up on some things that maybe their teacher or their supervisor hasn't picked up on, because they've grown accustomed to things being the way that they are, and that develops certain complacency in people with more experience. Maybe this fresh pair of eyes is exactly what you need to start moving forward and to progress with your work. Okay? Honor the wisdom that they give you. Because, in spite of the fact that you may be pretty experienced yourself, above this person, so to speak, you're still learning too. You still have your own lessons to go through. You still have your own redirections and refinement of self and of your work in the world and finding your place in the world. You're not at the end. Nobody is at the top. Nobody is fully accomplished. There's always more to learn. There's always more work to do. Life isn't a straight line from point A to point B, from failure to success. It doesn't work like that. Life is a constant spiral. Always going out and expanding and growing. And the only way that growth comes about is when we acknowledge the fact that other people, outside perspectives, outside ideas, outside influences, serve to expand us and challenge us to grow and to learn. Stop getting stuck in your own pride. Okay, I know that's a constant lesson for Leo, especially given the fact that you guys are fixed fire. You don't like to change the way that you do things very often. And if you do, it's usually something drastic or something that is like really necessary. But you need to challenge yourself a little bit and let yourself be more flexible and be more willing to, again, be receptive to other people, be receptive to new ideas, new experiences, new possibilities. You know, not everything is going to go according to the way that you planned it, and you need to be open to that possibility. You know, maybe you are in theory, but the minute something, you know, changes and doesn't go as planned, you know, you blow up. You're like, that wasn't supposed to happen. You need to, you know, be ready and prepared for that sort of thing to happen from the get-go so that you don't react the way that you tend to, okay? You know, once you acknowledge those things and once you know, practice some humility and receptivity and you know, compassion and willingness to listen to other people, listen to what they're saying to you, you'll be able to move forward coming from a place of integrity and discipline and focus, and you'll get some work done. Whereas before, maybe you've been getting stuck because you're stuck in yourself and not being open to other possibilities, okay? Other viewpoints. Again, listen, be open, be compassionate, be humble, and, you know, you do all those things and you're gonna kick some ass, okay? Yeah, I hope that helps, Leo, and I hope that reading made sense. If you're interested, I will be coming back mid-month, sometime around Valentine's Day, for some love and romance-focused readings. So if you're interested in that, obviously stay tuned. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys pretty soon, all right? Take care, Leo.